I'm taking over Inter for 10 seasons with the goal of winning as many trophies as possible, building a dynasty, and absolutely dominating Italian football. But things aren't going to be so easy, because we've got the Wheel of Career mode. Every season, we're going to spin the wheel, and whatever challenge we get, we must complete it. Now, some of these challenges might help us win the Scudetto, while some might cause an Italian scandal and get us relegated. But yo, season 1, and we're starting off with a really good Inter side. Lautaro Martinez up top, the captain. Nico Barella as well, Bastoni. No wonder this Inter team is doing so well in real life in the Champions League semi-finals, fighting for the Scudetto as well. And that's why I feel from season 1 itself, we should be aiming to win trophies, because this team is that good. Like, if we can bring in maybe a midfielder, definitely a centre-back as well, because Acerbi is older. But more than signings, we also need to sort out our tactics, because do we want to use this 5-at-the-back system? Okay, this is currently just way too defensive. Even the fullbacks have been asked to stay back now. We're not going to run this. I want to try out this 5-at-the-back system with Inter just to see how they make it work. But we're going to adapt the player roles and have DiMarco be like an attacking wing back. The same with Dumfries. And look at that, boys. S2G ball at Inter. You might think this is a 5-at-the-back, but in reality, we're going to be rocking a super aggressive 3-at-the-back system. Oh, yeah. Tactically, we are cooking with Inter here. Now, as I said, if we can just make those couple of signings I need, like a centre-back and a midfielder, I think this first season we can win both the Scudetto and maybe make a push for the Champions League as well. Now, trophy-wise, our goal is to get to 25. I know it's steep for a club like Inter because we're not expected to win the Champions League every season. Even the Scudetto, we're going to have tough competition from Napoli, AC Milan as well, Juve. But hey, let's aim for 25. I know we can get there. Oh, but not with a budget like this. Well, this is one thing we're going to have to deal with, Inter. Italian clubs aren't going to be rich like all the Premier League clubs. We're not going to be able to make the crazy big transfers. 70 million euros is our budget. I guess we're going to have to make smart acquisitions if we want to make this takeover with Inter successful. But before we begin making any signings, you know what's coming. The wheel is here. Or I'll walk out of this arena. No chance. Oh my. I don't know what kind of challenges we can get, man, but let's spin the wheel and see what's gonna happen. And fresh legs needed. The squad is aging. Replace 2 starters with under 23 players. Not gonna lie, this challenge actually works out pretty well for us, because we do got Acerbi in the team, 36 years old, and the other old man is Çalhanoğlu. Now, I would have loved to keep Çalhanoğlu at the club, but hey, the wheel wants us to replace a couple of oldies. Probably gotta be Çalhanoğlu and Acerbi. Oh, it could be Jan Sommer as well. Actually, boys, Jan Sommer's 35. Yeah, it makes sense to replace him when we're getting the chance. Let's do that. Now, we must sell both Acerbi and Jan Sommer, and then we gotta bring in under 23 players to replace them. Okay, wait a minute. Then I'm not sure about Jan Sommer, because we're gonna have to replace him with an under 23 goalkeeper. Oh, wow. Even someone like Marco Carnesecchi is 24. Yeah, that might not be the play, boys. I don't think I'm gonna sell Sommer. I'm flip-flopping. Sorry, Çalhanoğlu. I really like you, but we've got no choice. We're transfer listing you. Meanwhile, there you go. Acerbi has been sold. We got a cheeky 9 million for him, which I can't complain. But yo, I just can't seem to get an offer for Çalhanoğlu. I guess meanwhile, we'll just focus on getting an under 23 centre-back. Someone to replace Acerbi. Now, is there someone from the Serie A that we can get? Ooh, Cusano isn't a bad choice place for Atalanta. That's about it, really, from the Serie A. Not many young players in here. Ooh, La Liga's got Pau Kubasi. Nah, man, he would never join a club like Inter. Now, I have managed to find 3 players that fit the bill, starting with Piero Hincapie, playing for Bayer Leverkusen. He's got experience playing in that 3-at-the-back system. There's also Willian Pacho, who's been insane for PSG this year. But my favorite option right now is Mickey van de Ven, the fastest centre-back in the world. And come on, man, I don't think he'd mind leaving Spurs to join Inter, because, hey, we can guarantee him some trophies. But, yo, we're going to have to pay the Premier League tax on Van de Ven. I'm already starting with 60 mil. Oh, wow, okay, not too bad. 69 million for Van de Ven. If we can get this down a bit, I think it'll be decent. I'm actually just sticking with 60 mil, and it's actually worked. Bro, that was horrible negotiations from Postecoglou. But there you go. We've got the fastest centre-back in the world joining Inter. I mean, if we are committing to use this 5-back formation, our defense needs to be rock solid, and I like a defensive Van de Ven, Bastoni, and Pavard. All we need to do now is replace one more player with an under 23 player, but I'm not really getting any offers for Çalhanoğlu. Bro, Serie A is about about to begin, and we still have no offers for Çalhanoğlu. In that case, boys, I think the only option we've got is transfer listing Jan Sommer and replacing him. But you know what? He is going down in his overall already, down to 86, so might be the play. I'm not too sure. And there you go. Jan Sommer was instantly sold. I just don't know why nobody was interested in Çalhanoğlu. Oh, but this is a problem. We got just 17 million for Sommer. And okay, not too bad. The budget is still up to like 55 million. That should be enough to sign a goalkeeper. But where are we going to find a really good under 23 goalkeeper that's like super high rated? Yo, the wheel has really put us in the mud. Look at the Serie A. The best goalkeeper we can find here is 74 rated Turati. If we sign him, we're going to get relegated. Okay, I have found Lucas Chevalier playing for Lille, 82 rated, one of the most promising goalkeepers in the world. I don't think we've got a choice, boys. We have to sign him. I don't know if 55 mil is going to be enough. Do we get like a swap deal done here? I can put this Carlos Augusto guy, because anyway, we don't use a formation with wingers. Chuck in, say, another 20 mil. If that's going to work, it would be really nice. And no, they don't want him. Would they be willing to take Hendrik Mkhitaryan? Oh, they want to actually evaluate and think about it. We'll give them time. Well, no, they just countered us with a cash offer. There's nobody else I can offer in a swap deal, boys. We're gonna have to just try and get a deal with cash. 45 million is one of the best offers I can do right now. And oh, they're willing to accept 46. That might have just saved our season. And that's Chevalier becoming Inter's new #1. Not gonna lie though, I had completely different plans to how I wanted to build out this Inter team. But of course, the wheel happened. But hey, from a long-term perspective, the wheel is helping us out, giving us younger players. But now without a cash, we can't make any more transfers. And I really don't know what to expect. Is this Inter team good enough to do what they're doing in real life, reaching a Champions League semi-final? Let's get through the season and find out. We've made it to the end of the season, and now we get offers for Çalhanoğlu. And not just any offers, Atleti and Real Madrid coming in with big money. I can see why, bro, because Çalhanoğlu cooked this season. 14 goals from the CDM position. Up top, Lautaro Martinez did what he normally does. 27 goals. Marcus Thuram as well. Solid growth as well all round in the team. Look at Fratesi up to an 86. Bastoni 89. Chevalier 86. So yeah, the wheel has ended up cooking, man, because now our team looks better than ever. And of course, that results in our first trophy as well. We've beaten AC Milan to the title. Trophy #1 is the Serie A. But okay, we didn't take part in the Super Cup, which is not good. We didn't win the Italian Cup as well. All rests, I guess, in the Champions League now. 14th in the league phase. Not ideal, but we did get through the playoffs against Monaco. But no way. How did Bayer Leverkusen knock us out? Well, that means the first season ends with just 1 trophy. But despite that, I think our team has grown a lot. And if next season the wheel doesn't make us do something silly, we could try and push for the Champions League. Well, about doing something silly, let's see what the wheel is gonna cook. Loan army? All signings this season must be loans or free agents? Ah, that is just useless, man. Wait a minute, though. Season 2 begins, and I'm seeing a certain Bastoni leave the club? No. This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke. Real Madrid have done what Real Madrid do. I genuinely can't believe this. They've signed Bastoni under my nose. I didn't know he had a release clause. And you know what the wheel has just done? It's going to allow us to only sign free agents this year. We're not going to even be able to get a big replacement for him. Bro, we've actually been completely finessed here. I genuinely can't believe what's just happened. And the funny thing is, we've actually got money this year from the Bastoni sale, but we can't use it. Man, this is painful. At least the good thing is we do have De Vrij, 82 rated. He's going to have to play in that centre-back spot. And since I don't think it's possible to even loan in high-rated players, I'm just seeing if there are any good free agents, man. You never know. But it's not looking good, boys. This Montes guy is like the best centre-back I could find. Okay, I did find this 18-year-old Spaniard, 71 rated. Bro is giving me the vibes of the next Kubasi. And you know what? I think we could do with the squad depth, so we are signing him up. Oh, actually, we didn't really need that much squad depth. Our reserves is full with all the loaned out players that have returned. Oh my days, why do we have such a big squad? But I guess it makes sense this season because we can't really make any other signings to improve the team. At least we've got a bunch of reserves in here. We're getting through the season now, but I'm really not sure what to expect. Maybe if you guys can subscribe to the channel, we'll get a bit of luck. Oh my days, look at how tight it was. By 1 point, we managed to win Serie A. Bro, I'm surprised, man. Without any signings, we've still defended our title. Trophy #2. Oh, but there you go. The absence of Bastoni being felt. We got knocked out by AC Milan in the Italian Super Cup. We do win Coppa Italia, though. Trophy number 3. And this time, we actually make it to the top 8 in the Champions League. We just knocked out Bayern Munich without Bastoni. I don't get this. We also knocked out Barcelona. Maybe that's something that could happen in real life as well. Then Dortmund. I can't believe this. In our second season with Inter, we've got them to a Champions League final. But why do we have both DiMarco and Van de Ven red carded for this game? Oh, no. I guess it's going to be all on Lautaro Martinez, boys. 35 goals this season from him. Fratesi has been balling out like crazy. Barella as well. But I don't know how we're going to beat PSG without two of our most important players. I mean, the only player we've got to put in DiMarco's position is Carlos Augusto. For Van de Ven, I guess Bisek can come in. But nah, man, with that defense coming up against Desire Doué, Dembele and all, I'm a bit scared. Can Inter somehow pull off a miracle? And we can. I don't know how we did this. Bro, this Inter team is something special. And wait a minute. It just hit me. We've won the treble. Bro, that literally puts us on 4 trophies in the first 2 seasons. And this is without really being able to sign the players we want. The wheel has been annoying us for quite a while. But can you imagine if the wheel lets us make the signings we want, improving that defense? I think we can really push towards that 25 trophy mark. All right, wheel. I need you to cook for season 3. Derby della Madonnina. Is that what they call the game between AC Milan and Inter? But anyways, if we lose or draw versus AC Milan this season, they get to steal a first 11 player. The wheel is just relentless, man. But you know what? I don't mind this challenge because it'll allow us to make the signings we want at least. And I think if we do sign a centre-back, someone to replace Bastoni, there's no way AC Milan are beating us. How much money do we have, though? 128 million? Where's all the cash from the Bastoni deal? Oh, man, that's annoying because not only did I want to sign a world-class centre-back, but I also thought it was time to bring in some quality for the bench. Because you saw what happened in the Champions League final last season. We had to use like 79 and 80 rated players. It didn't cost us then, but it could cost us in the future. Meanwhile, for the centre-back spot, there's only one man I want to be replacing Bastoni, and it's got to be Giorgio Scalvini. Of course, it has to be an Italian. I know he's not the highest rated yet with just an 82 overall, but bro, have you been seeing the growth our players have been having? Scalvini's going to be like 86 by the end of the season. And for 60 million, we've signed him for Inter. Now, that's at least got us the Bastoni replacement, but as I said, I do want to do something for our squad depth. I think we need another fullback, boys. The only replacement for DiMarco we've got is Carlos Augusto. Even for the backup right back, we've got no one, just this Buchanan guy. And you know what? I like this option. Valentin Barco, 78 rated. I think he's got very similar traits to DiMarco, so of course we're signing him up. And this is how our bench is looking like right now. I think it does look a bit better. First team I've got no complaints with whatsoever. And now let's head to our first game versus AC Milan. And here we go, boys. We're getting up to face this AC Milan team. They've still got Rafa Leao and Magnan, even Theo Hernandez. But I think our team's better. But the league table tells a completely different story. We're 4 points off AC Milan. Not only do we need to beat them so they don't steal our players, but I think this might even decide who wins Serie A. And there you go. At least we win the first game. And is that Neymar scoring for AC Milan? Fair enough. What a transfer for them. Okay, but the danger's not over. We're facing them again in the league. Oh no, Chevalier, our goalkeeper's injured. This is the worst thing that could happen. We'll have to put 77 rated Martinez in the lineup. Bro, if because of this reason we end up losing, thankfully we still don't. Oh my. But yo, how bad is Chevalier's injury? A broken rib? He's gonna be out for 5 weeks. That is gonna be rough. And okay, the injury to our keeper didn't cost us the Serie A. 3rd straight league title in a row. Trophy number 5 with that. But we didn't win the Super Cup. AC Milan won it. Funnily enough, we didn't have to play AC Milan. We just got knocked out on penalties. We do end up winning trophy number 6 though with the Coppa Italia. Make that 7 with the UEFA Super Cup. But Champions League, we got cooked by Barcelona. I'm pretty sure this was the period where our goalkeeper was injured. If not for that Chevalier injury, I really think we could have won another Champions League. Just look at the growth, man. Lautaro and Thuram, both 90 plus. Barella and Fratesi as well. The growth has been just ridiculous. And 7 trophies in 3 seasons, I think, puts us on a good path to get to 25. As long as we don't have to deal with any funny business from the wheel. Italian core must have at least 4 Italian players in your starting 11. I mean, this makes sense. We are Inter, an Italian club. But I think we've already got the 4 Italians. DiMarco's one of them. Scalvini as well. There's Barella and there's Fratesi. Perfect. Exactly 4, just what we need. And that means this season we don't really have to worry about any challenges. We've got 122 million to spend. Now, I don't think we need to change much in that starting 11. I mean, yeah, we could improve the defense experience a little bit. Pavard and Dumfries are getting old. But I don't think we need to do that just yet. More than that, I think we need to sort out our squad depth again. I would love to have like a super sub striker and also a really good backup CDM because Çalhanoğlu is getting old. And I like this option, boys. Gianluca Scamacca, 6'5", absolute beast. Can you imagine him coming off the bench? And there you go. We've got him in an Inter shirt. And for the CDM position, maybe we can add another Italian to our team, Sandro Tonali. Okay, nah, I don't think we should do this. He's got an AC Milan past. I'm not going to make this signing because I know this would annoy a lot of you guys. But let me know in the comments if you would make this in career mode. I'd love to know your thoughts. Instead of Tonali, then going for Samuel Ricci, 83 rated. That should do the job. Come on, guys. The squad is now better than ever. This season, I want to try and get back to winning the Champions League. But all right, we're starting off strong with the Scudetto. Bro, that's 4 straight Serie A titles that we've won. Bro, I want to try and attempt a new challenge in this video. Winning every single Scudetto 10 years in a row. And you know what? I don't think it's impossible. Juventus have done it before. Let's attempt to make it happen, boys. We'll make this the decade of Inter this way. We're on trophy number 8. We don't win the Super Cup. No Coppa Italia as well. This is annoying. And Real Madrid knock us out of the Champions League. A very slow season, I'd say, in terms of trophies, but I think I know what the problem is. All right, season 5. And I think it's high time we start replacing the old guard. Look at the ages of our best players, man. Nearing 30 in most cases. I mean, look at Pavard. He's 32. Çalhanoğlu's 34. Dumfries 32. I think eventually we're gonna have to go through a transition period where most of this team will get changed. But you know what? I don't want to wait until so long. If we start making changes right now, like say this season replacing Dumfries and Çalhanoğlu, I think we can really ease the transition period and keep winning trophies. But hold your horses. The wheel still has to give us a challenge this season. San Siro Fortress. The Ultras demand dominance at home. You must go undefeated at home in the league. For every home loss, release a random first 11 player. That is crazy. I don't know what our home record has been like so far in this takeover, but to go unbeaten at home, well, that's even more of a reason to improve our team massively because I don't want to be losing players. Oh, and surprisingly, we've got our highest budget yet, 205 million. Now, I have found a right back who could maybe take on the mantle of replacing Dumfries in the future. Martin Fernandez, 82 rated, just 22 years old. And this is great, boys. We've now got a successor to Dumfries. And you know what, boys? I've just had an idea. Bringing back Bastoni. He was robbed away from us. His contract's expiring at Real Madrid. Nah, man, I don't think we'll get a better opportunity to sign Bastoni back. I know he's still 29. Maybe he can give us 3 or 4 good seasons. But that should be enough to win us a ton of trophies. And yup, for 105 million, we are getting this deal over the line. The return of Bastoni, boys. He's back at Inter. Now, this does mean that we're not going to have money to replace Çalhanoğlu this year. But we do have Ricci on the bench who should be able to do the job. Çalhanoğlu is still, by the way, 88 rated. I think we made the right choice going with Bastoni, guys. Because remember, this season, we need to be perfect at San Siro. And having 2 90-plus rated centre-backs and 91 rated goalkeeper, that's what's going to help. Oh, I wasn't expecting this, but we've made the Champions League final. But you know what? Right now, my bigger focus is the Serie A. We do end up winning our 5th consecutive title. That's trophy number 9. And we've only lost 2 games. Now, the big question is, were any of those home games? Okay, we did lose a game to Juventus, but they beat us 3-1 at home, so that's fine. I don't think we've lost at home. Oh, we have. The AC Monza of all teams. Now, one of our starting 11 players are gonna have to be released. And who is it gonna be? Not Bastoni, please. Not Bastoni. This might be even worse. It's Scalvini. Well, he was supposed to be the future of Inter, the next Bastoni at the club. But we're now gonna have to release him. 5.4 million as well. I am so glad we signed Bastoni earlier on. And we've still kept Pavard. I think our first team, even without Scalvini, should be fine because Pavard's there. Now that we're done releasing players, back to what matters. That's trophies. And we do get number 10 with the Italian Super Cup. Oh, no Coppa Italia. That's annoying. We weren't in the UEFA Super Cup. But we can win our 2nd Champions League here. We need to win this. Moment of truth. Can we beat City? And yes, we can. Lautaro and Çalhanoğlu get the job done. Bro, how crucial has Çalhanoğlu been for us so far? And to think we were trying to sell him in season 1. But that's 11 trophies that we've now won in 5 seasons. But I know this team's got potential for more. I still think we can get to 25. We're spinning the wheel now for season 6. And let's hope hope it doesn't complicate our life. Captain sinks with the ship. If you don't win the league, you must release your club captain at the end of the season. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Lautaro Martinez is our club captain. But you know what? I don't think we should be worried about winning the Scudetto. Every season so far, we've managed to win the league. We're trying to go 10 in a row. But yeah, since we lost Scalvini last season, this season we do need to bring in another centre back. And also, it's got to be time to replace Çalhanoğlu. He's been an absolute legend in this takeover. But he's now our oldest player. His overall's only going to keep going down. Our budget, though, is looking absolutely juicy. No wonder we've been winning so many trophies. 239 million. Oh my days, look at who I found. Carmine Bianchi, 86 rated 22-year-old centre-back. I think he's a regen. Probably if a player like Bonucci or Chiellini. I mean, how else could it be 86 rated at the age of 22? But come on, guys. We absolutely need to sign him, but this is going to cost us a lot of money. His market value is like 85 mil. Ooh, but we can probably do a swap deal with Pavard involved. I kind of want to keep Pavard in the squad. There's no reason for us to sell him. I do want him to drop down to the bench because of his age. But let's try and get this deal done with cash. And okay, we can do it at 104. That's perfect. But nah, this signing is a crazy regen find. CDM, though, maybe going ahead and signing a player from Barcelona, Marc Casado. And I am going to make a painful decision, boys, putting Çalhanoğlu in a swap deal. I don't know in what world is Çalhanoğlu valued at 90 mil. He's literally 35 years old, but that should make getting the swap deal done easily. And yup, they've actually accepted. Barcelona works so stupidly in career mode. But there you go. We've secured the signing of young Casado from Barcelona. Bro, I've just realized our team still has a lot of old players, man. Lautaro and Thuram both are 31. Barella's 32. DeMarco's 31. Dumfries is still somehow a starter and he's 33. We've got a lot of spare cash now. And I think it's a good time to maybe replace one of the older players. And I'm thinking Marcus Thuram. I know he's 91, but his overall's going to start dipping real soon. And this might be the opportunity to sign a striker to lead us for generations. And I think that man is Endrick. Inter's had a history of having iconic strikers like Samuel Eto'o, R9 Ronaldo. And I think Endrick could do just that for us. Can you imagine him and Lautaro, the South American duo up top? I know he's 88 rated now, but trust me, the growth's going to be crazy with him. If we put in Marcus Thuram in a swap deal, I think we can get something done here. Okay, wow. They just kicked me out. David Moyes isn't getting fooled by that. Well, we've got an all-cash offer for Thuram from Juventus. Bro, I don't want to be strengthening my rivals. Let's see if we can get an offer from outside of Italy. And we can. I don't mind sending him to Arsenal. And it's a swap deal. They want to give us Desiree Doué. I would take that, but we're not playing a formation with wingers, so there's no point. Just give me the cash. Controversial decision, but I have sold Marcus Thuram. But that's enabled us to go for our biggest transfer yet. The Brazilian Endrick is heading to Inter. 170 million, guys. Surely with the next Pele joining our team, we can win the league and not have to release Lautaro. And yo, Endrick has cooked, man. 28 goals. But Lautaro, man, he just does not stop a 40-goal season. He really doesn't want to get released. And he will not get released, boys. Complete domination in this area now for 6 straight seasons. We've won the Scudetto. That's trophy number 12. Make that 13 with Coppa Italia. 14 with the UEFA Super Cup. And we can keep it going with yet another Champions League final. Nah, bro, this Inter team that we've built, it's absolutely special. Oh, and look at that. Now Martin Fernandes, who we signed a couple of seasons ago, is more than good enough to replace Dumfries. But yep, even without Çalhanoğlu, Casado is doing the job. We're balling out. But come on, let's go out there. Beat Barca in the Champions League final. Get the job done. And yes, 3-2. Trophy number 15. Now 25 is definitely looking possible. We just need 10 more in the next 4 seasons. All right, Wheel. No funny business. Season 7, just help us out. Agent Trouble. Your best player is demanding a move and you must sell him this season? Well, looks like we can't escape it. Lautaro Martinez will have to be sold. Oh, wait, actually, he's only 92 rated. Bastoni, DiMarco, Chevalier, Fratesi, they're all better. In fact, it's Nicolo Barella who is our highest rated player, officially making him our best player. And we're gonna have to sell him. The only good thing is he's 33. But yeah, he's still 95 rated, man. He could have given us a few few more seasons. And okay, Brighton have come with an offer. I don't mind selling him there. Thank you, Nicolo Barella. The journey had to end. We got him up to a 95 overall, man, which I think was crazy. But now we've cashed in on him, 158 million. And I think that makes it extremely clear what we need to do this season. We need another midfielder. And I don't need to think much about this, boys. I've found the perfect player to replace Barella. It's got to be João Neves. Look at his stats. So similar to what Barella offers. I mean, he's got amazing play styles for midfielders. This is the exact kind of midfielder we need in our team. And from Barella's sale, we easily have the money to pull this off. I'm chucking in 150 million and we've got a deal. And with that, João Neves is joining Inter. But I still don't know how we're going to deal with the absence of Barella. Oh, and look at the season João Neves has had. He's making us forget about Barella already. Also, Endrick and Lautaro coming in with the goals. DiMarco as well being our third top scorer. That kind of just proves how crazy the system we've built with DiMarco playing as like this attacking wing back. And it has led to us winning yet another Serie A. 7 in a row now. That's trophy number 16. But we lost the cup. We did win the Coppa Italia though, so trophy number 17. No way did West Ham of all teams beat us. But we could win the Champions League final, and it's Atalanta, man. And come on, our team is too good for Atalanta. We're gonna destroy them, and there you go. Trophy number 18. I feel like the only thing that can stop us to getting to 25 trophies is the age of some of our players. Like Lautaro is 33. DiMarco is well 33. It's gonna be so tough to replace him. But you know what? They're so high rated that I think we can get a few seasons out of them. But once again, no funny business wheel. Zanetti's legacy. You must sign an Argentine right back or CDM and make him a guaranteed starter. I mean, Zanetti was one of Inter's greatest ever players. What a leader he was. But I'm not sure if there exists a player of that caliber. There's Joaquin Garcia for the right back spot, but it'll be such a downgrade to have him. Molina's probably the best one, but he's too old at 33. Okay, I have found a youngster, 22-year-old Jamie Gallardo. I guess we'll keep him as like an option. But better than that might be Alan Varela, CDM from Porto. Now, the thing is, if we sign any one of these players, it is going to come at the cost of either Fernandez or Casado, because the wheel was clear. We need to make them a starter. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with Jamie Gallardo. I think we can grow him really fast, but we are going to have to put Martin Fernandez in a swap deal here. I can't believe we're doing this deal. Now, we can just hope he's got a bit of Zanetti in him. Okay, Gallardo has managed to show shades of Javier Zanetti. He's up to an 85 overall. Plus, he played 49 games, scoring a couple of goals. Not bad at all. Look at Endrick, man. He is surpassing even Lautaro Martinez with these stats. And honestly, our players are holding on to their overall quite well now. Look at DiMarco. He's still 90 plus. Lautaro as well. Fratesi is still 95. Just insane. And all of that leads to an 8th consecutive Scudetto. Just unbelievable. Trophy number 19, that is. Make that 20 with the Italian Super Cup. 21 with the UEFA Super Cup. But this time Villarreal got the better of us in the Champions League. That is frustrating. But guys, we're just 4 trophies away from getting to that 25 mark. We've got 2 seasons left. Do not ruin this wheel. I'm not too sure about this. Mourinho Masterclass. Use a 4-2-3-1 formation with park the bus tactics. I mean, with Mourinho, Inter did win a treble. Nah, man, this 5 at the back system has been near perfect, and we've literally built our team around it. But now going into Mourinho's tactics, I don't feel like we've got the players to make this work. We're gonna have to play counter-attacking football, a deep defensive line. Bro, we're gonna have to make a lot of changes to the personnel we've got as well. Right now in this 4-2-3-1 system, this is the best I think we can do. Our defense looks awesome. Goalkeeper solid. Midfield too with Neves, Casado. I think they can do the job. Fratesi can play in that cam role. Endrick up top. But this does mean players like Lautaro, Bianchi, they're gonna have to get benched. But most importantly, we're gonna need to sign wingers. At least a couple of them. There's no way we're going into a season with Carlos Augusto and Denzel Dumfries, who's 36 years old. But yo, where's the money gone? Just 110 million? How are we going to sign a couple of world-class midfielders with that money? Well, after a bit of hunting, I have found a couple of players who fit our budget, like 84 rated Thiago Fernandez, and there's also Anthony Elanga. These are not long-term signings. We just need a couple of players who can do the job this season. And right now, with the money we've got, I don't think we're getting better options than these. We're signing them both up. Can we just go back to our 3 at the back formation? I really don't think this system's gonna work. I'm just hoping we get to keep our Serie A streak, man. I really want to win 10 in a row. No freaking way. We've lost our first League title in 9 seasons. All thanks to that silly formation. We were so close to going 10 in a row. Bro, we didn't even win the Super Cup. No Coppa Italia. We've let AC Milan sweep through every trophy. Champions League, we got to the semis, but knocked out by Barca. Bro, this team actually went trophyless. I cannot believe it. Because of the formation, Endrick played like 9 games. I guess Anthony Elanga and this Fernandes guy did their job, but it was clearly not enough. Season 10, and the first thing I'm doing is getting back to our 3 at the back system. We were only 1 season without it, but I missed it so much. And bro, it's not even a debate. The team looks so much better in this setup. Now, the good thing is we still have a chance to get to 25 trophies, but we're gonna need to be perfect this season, winning every single trophy. I think we can do it, especially if we make like a couple of signings. But more than signings, we just need the wheel to not ruin everything, and of course it does. Financial crisis at the end. You guys thought I'd get through a takeover without this. We've now got to sell 200 million worth of players, and even the signings we can make can't be over 20 mil. That is absolutely brutal. Now, we do have quite a few players worth over 100 million, so a couple of player sales can get us over the line. But the major issue will then be replacing them. Our squad is thin enough. We don't have that much depth, and we're only allowed to then spend 20 million maximum on one signing. Wait a minute. We've got Anthony Elanga. He's worth about 45 mil. And even this Thiago Fernandes guy who's worth like 60 mil. Since we don't use wingers, we really don't need them. And after selling both of them, we've generated 122 million. But man, we're still like 78 million short. I think I'm gonna have to make a sacrifice, like selling Lautaro Martinez or something like that, because our bench players aren't really worth all that much. And even if we sell a few of them, I don't think it's gonna be enough to generate the money. Right now, the one option I see that could make sense, we sell Casado, get the cash. Ricky, who's 85 rated, could do the job. And honestly, right now, this feels like the only way. And it's done, boys. Casado had to be sacrificed. But with that, easily we've generated the 200 million required. And with the limit we've got on new signings, there isn't really a point in bringing new players. We've got to just believe in this team. I know it's an aging squad with Bastoni, DeMarco, Lautaro, all super old. But I need just one last season from them. 4 trophies and we'll get to 25. Let's get through the season and see if we can pull this off. End of the season, and that's what the 3 at the back formation can do. We're back to winning Serie A. Almost perfect, guys. 9 times out of 10, we got the job done. Bro, we also made it to the Champions League final. That means if we win this, we could get to 23. It all depends now whether we win the Super Cup and the Coppa Italia, but we lose the final. I'm gutted, boys. I'm absolutely gutted. We also don't win the Italian Super Cup. We've got the Champions League final now. If we win this, we'll get to 23, and that's exactly what happens. 10 seasons with Inter, and we end with 23 trophies. That's in spite the wheel causing a few issues, but for the most part, we were able to really build and develop an insane team, make some awesome signings, and honestly, if not for that 1 year where we had to use Mourinho's tactics, I think we would have gotten easily to 25 trophies. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me take over Real Madrid for 10 seasons? Click here.